To my left here is Holly Maniotti of All In Events. She is our amazing Director of Accessibility for Blink this year, and will also be doing ASL interpretation for the press conference, so please keep her in your shot. Wow, everyone got real quiet.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Blink Week. Good morning. Isn't it an absolutely beautiful week here in Cincinnati? I'm so excited to welcome you here. I'm Brendan Call. I'm the president and CEO of the Cincinnati Regional Chamber. It is my distinct honor to welcome you officially to Blink Week. Yeah, you can clear it. Come on, guys. Like, let's have some fun here. I am so incredibly proud that Blink happens here in our community and in our region. Literally no other city in America comes close to pulling off an event like this, but more importantly, no other city in this country values an event like this. And what you will hear from today are some of the people who have poured their heart and soul into making sure this event is absolutely spectacular, because this region, Cincinnati, Ohio, Covington and Newport, Kentucky, we believe in Blink and we believe in the power of Blink. This is a massive undertaking, and you're going to hear a little bit about it today. This weekend, along more than 30 city blocks and throughout 3 cities, the work of more than 80 artists will shine bright. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. This event is free. It is a free public art event. And that is because of the immense generosity of local governments, community foundations, companies large and small, and individuals who stepped up to help fund this event. And many of them are here today. This event requires the hard work and dedication of hundreds of individuals, artists, engineers, event planners, business owners, technical operators, cleaning crews, bus operators, public safety officials. The list goes on, and you will see all of these people over the course of this weekend making magic happen in our community. This event also boosts our local economy. If you haven't heard, ArtsWave, our friends, released a study earlier this year that found our arts and culture sector had an impact of $1.6 billion on our region over the last 4 years. And Blink is a huge part of that because it is driving culture in our region. I want to thank for a minute some of the people who are helping make this happen. You're going to hear from some of these folks today, but it's important for me to, I have this incredible privilege of being able to watch the team put this together and see what they pour into it. And I want to start by thanking Justin Brookhart, the executive director of Blink. Please give Justin a round of applause. I don't think many people in the world can imagine what it feels like to plan something for 2 years and then have it take place over 4 days. But that is what Justin has been doing. There's not really many things like that. It's like the Olympics in many ways. And what Justin has done to authentically value art and artists and the creative community, to embrace inclusion in this community in Cincinnati, to pour himself into everything that this region has to offer so that he can lead a Blink team that is going to deliver on something so incredible this weekend. It is just a special kind of talent, and I am incredibly grateful for Justin and his leadership here in this community. Justin works with an incredible team at the Chamber that I am privileged to work with every day. Nora Isakali, Chelsea York, Tim Clark, Rob Whittle, Amy Fitzgibbons, Sam Dickinson, Simon Shakespeare, Kate Short. Our entire team at the Chamber is happy to pour our hearts into this event. Destiny Thomas and Billy Thomas at Cincy Nice are here. I want to thank them. I want to thank Marie Krulwich Brown at Ish. I want to thank the team at Artworks, who continues to be a partner. And I want to thank 2 individuals from Agar, Andrew Salzbrun and Josh User. Josh and Andrew, yeah. I think about the early days of Blink. This is the fourth iteration of Blink. Andrew and Josh have been there the entire time, and they're celebrating some things with their company this year. If you look at what they have done to create culture in Cincinnati, what the entire team has done to create culture in Cincinnati, we're so fortunate to have an organization like Agar in Cincinnati, and I'm really grateful to them for their friendship and their leadership in this community. I want to thank my friend Bernie McKay is over here. Speaking of OG Blink, OG Blink is the Hale Foundation, and Bernie's leadership of the Hale Foundation is absolutely incredible. He's been there all along. When he took over Hale a couple of years ago, he was all in on Blink and helping to continue to make sure it happens. It is an incredible gift to the city and a legacy of the organization. Bernie, thank you. And my friend Alicia Kittner, ArtsWave. I know Alicia might be on her way, or her team is here. They just do an incredible job making sure that the arts are valued in this community, that they are funded in this community. They bring people together to celebrate the arts, and so Alicia, thank you so much. I am now going to, there's so many people to thank, but I want to really imbue all of you with the spirit of thanks this year. So as you see the team who is putting this on, just pull them aside and say thank you. Because what they do to make Blink happen is really special. And so if there's one thing that you're going to say all weekend long, I want you to say thank you to the people, the artists, the musicians, the people who are working, who are high on scaffolding. They just do an absolutely incredible job. Okay, my last thank you is to the incredible city manager of the great city of Cincinnati, Cheryl Long. Cheryl's going to come up here. Cheryl, I think she fell in love with Blink on a golf cart with me last year. Easy there. I am a very safe driver. But Cheryl leads this incredible city of not just city leaders and elected officials who have been a big part of this, but she leads the team that makes sure this event is safe and wonderful all weekend long. The city of Cincinnati has been an enormous partner and sponsor of Blink for the last 2 years. We could not do it without them and their hospitality and their leadership. And so to tell you more, Cheryl Long.
Thank you. Thank you, Brendan. Yeah, I was on a golf cart and he had me slapped with a couple bushes in the face. So I don't know if that was a moment of getting back at me or not, but yeah, we had a great time. It was great. But okay, let's get a round of applause because Blink is such a vibe, y'all. It is such a vibe. Seriously. It is such a great time in Cincinnati, and I am proud to stand here with the creators of Blink and our partners in strong support of our vibrant arts community. I feel so cool standing with these people, seriously. The city of Cincinnati is proud to continue to support this incredible event with not only a financial investment, but with the hard work of our public safety and public services employees who help keep our city safe and clean during these events in which everyone from across the country is coming to basically adopt the vibe of Cincinnati. Why Blink matters. I truly believe that Blink is an unmatched event that shows not only our region, but the rest of our country that Cincinnati is open for business. Yes. It's more important than ever that partners across our region come together to offer free, family-friendly events like Blink that help us gather together and appreciate all our community has to offer. Blink also reminds our residents and visitors alike that the Queen City stands out from the crowd for our love and support of our outstanding arts community. While this event does attract artists and visitors from across the world, I'm especially proud of the work Blink does to support local artists and creatives who make Cincinnati the best place to be 365 days a year. As we head into this awesome weekend, I want to thank the leaders of this event at the Cincinnati Chamber, ArtsWave, and Agar for all they've done to make Blink possible. Special thanks to my friend Justin at the Chamber for his partnership with my staff throughout this project and many others. We need that creativity. Somebody who says, let's continue to do great things and push the envelope. One year it was just art, next thing they added music, and they continue to make it great. That is huge and significant, and we are so proud of that talent that is here. I'd also like to thank my special events team at City Hall, especially Jerusha Kessler. If you know Jerusha, she is no joke. See her laugh? She is no joke. But she is tireless work to make sure processes are followed and permits are filed to keep us all in line during these special events in our city. And finally, thank you to staff at our Department of Public Service, the Cincinnati Police Department and Fire Department for all you do every day to keep our city safe, clean, and welcome for residents. I am so excited. You guys will see Team Cincy at the parade. Let's start this off. A great Blink. Thank you.
Hey y'all. Thank you, Cheryl. I really just want to emphasize what an incredible partner the city is in this. Blink is more than just an event. I think of it as a giant collaboration, and so many people have to join that collaboration. And our partners at the city of Cincinnati, Newport, and Covington do so much behind the scenes to make this event, accessible for folks, to make this event safe for everyone, and to do everything we can so that we get to focus on the art and the artists that are behind me here. So just a huge thanks again to the city for making this possible. In my role, I get to talk to a lot of people about what Blink is, and sometimes I get to talk to people outside the region, friends of mine from all over the country, and when they ask me what Blink is, I say it's a giant public art party. We get to shut down 30 city blocks and invite everyone from the Cincinnati region and all over the world to join us in that party. And now, just approximately, 50-something hours away from the party, I'm very excited to welcome you guys to join us in that celebration. This is it's about art, but it's more than that. It's about community. It's about togetherness. My favorite moments from my past Blink experiences is when I'm standing on a street corner and you see friends, neighbors, and strangers staring up in awe at all the incredible artwork that the artists put together for us. So we're so thankful that this is something that brings people together. This is something that is truly unique and is a nowhere else experience that only takes place here in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's interesting kind of reflecting back on the history of Blink. When Brendan was talking about, the Hale Foundation, I really just want to take a minute to thank them for their vision and their belief in this thing. When, Blink was, first getting started, the Hale Foundation set the vision for this thing. They brought, everyone together from the team at Artworks to Agar to Brave Berlin to the Cincinnati Chamber, and they said this is something we believe in, and they said this is something that the city deserves to think about and to have a vision for what this can be moving forward. So I just want to thank Bernie again. Much like Bernie, I was not in my current role when Blink first started, but I'm so thankful for him and his staff and their board for believing in this continued legacy of something, and we're so excited to have their support. But really what I'm here today to talk to you all about is all the incredible people that are here behind me. People don't come to Blink because of the emails I send or the meetings that I take. They're here because of all the artists that are here behind us. And this year we just had an incredible outpouring of support from the artists and folks that are interested in bringing their work to Cincinnati. From a number standpoint, we have a public call for artists where we invite people from this region and all over the world to raise their hand and bring ideas to the streets. In 2022, we had about 250 people apply for that open call. This year we had over 950 submissions to that open call. So just an incredible amount of people that applied that said they want to bring their artwork to Cincinnati, they want to experience it on a grand scale together, and the artists behind us are those folks that are selected. We worked with an incredible group of local artists and curators to comb through all the submissions and to bring that work together, and we're so excited to show that off for you here really soon. But really, it's this incredible group of folks behind us that do all the hard work. So if you see a Blink artist this weekend, stop them, thank them, tell them what their work means to you, ask them about how they did it. It's an incredible amount of talent and display and hard work. And you'll see credits on the Blink page of kind of lead artists on projects, but just know that every single one of those projects had dozens and dozens of people behind them that are supporting them, friends, family, someone that let them borrow a pickup truck, someone that reviewed a submission and said, yeah, it looks pretty cool, or helped spell check something. Truly, there's no shortage of folks that joined the collaboration this year. So again, I just want to thank all of the artists and all those folks that supported the artist in order to make this possible. Yeah, and again, what I'd like to encourage folks to do this weekend is just to, walk around and engage in a sense of wonder. The artists that work on these projects spend so much time and energy on them, and there's so much to see at Blink. I know there's a urge to see everything, to, rush around the city. It is only 4 nights, but just take a minute, pause, reflect, plant your feet, and really take in the work that these folks have put together, because I think what you'll see is an incredible spectacle of light and art and technology and just an immense amount of creativity and passion for this work. that's kind of all my remarks, but I'm going to come back and answer some questions. But I'd like to next introduce someone else whose hard work and passion means so much to Blink from the very beginning, and that's our partners at Agar. And I'd like to welcome Andrew Salzbrun, our co-founder in Blink and our executive creative director, who does so much behind the scenes to make Blink possible. He's literally painting murals himself this week, y'all. So it's a new part of collaboration for Andrew. And I'd like to welcome Andrew up on the stage to talk to you a little bit about all the things that we have in store for this weekend. Thank you.
If I start sneezing because I took my sunglasses off, I'm gonna have to bend over here and take care of that. But my name is Andrew Salzbrun. My team at Agar and I, we create memorable moments in cities that are worth fighting for, and we're so thrilled for Blink to be back this year. Following the 2022 edition of Blink, I can't overstate this enough about how challenging that event was, with bringing Justin on board about 9 months prior and throwing him into the fire of what this crazy scenario was, but also bringing the city back from COVID. It was the first major event that everybody came back downtown together for, and making sure that we made everybody feel safe and included. I'm just really, really glad that 2022 went off without a hitch, and now in 2024, we've got the opportunity to thrive. This is going to be a magical weekend unlike anything we've ever seen before, and I just really encourage everybody to invite as many people to be a part of that as you can. I also want to take a minute to thank the team at Hale Foundation. Bernie, we didn't get to meet at this time, and also at the chamber as well, where almost 8 years ago, a couple of us got together and we had this crazy idea for a mural festival, and then we talked to the Hale Foundation and they said, well, what if we did a projection mapping festival, and then what if we made a music festival on top of that, and what if we did it all? And when you really start saying that out loud, it's a pretty ridiculous idea, especially when you say, well, what if we did it over the whole city? And Brendan, Bernie, I just want to thank you guys for taking a risk, for gambling on what could be something really, really big for our city, and seeing that come through. It's amazing partnership that we've been able to foster over the last 8 years, and something that I'm extremely proud of. And why Blink in 2024 is so important is that Blink is a glimpse into the future of what this region is going to be when it gets older. It's a glimpse into the creativity that all these artists are bringing to the table. It's a glimpse of the innovation, the economic impact that we can have when a community gets together and looks towards the future. And so we're just thrilled to see that come back for another year and see that that transformation in our region for the next 4 nights. Agar has been involved since the beginning of this. I can't thank my team at Agar enough. They've been working around the clock, literally. If you see anybody driving lifts around on random streets, then they look chilly. That's probably one of our guys. Pat them on the back or wave to them if you get a chance. They've been busting their butts for the last couple weeks, and we're just really proud of the work they've done. And then finally, I just want to make sure that we as a community here remind ourselves what our job is this weekend. It's to be inclusive, it's to celebrate these artists here, but it's also to be incredible hosts. We have artists from all over the world coming in to see this city, but we also have people coming from all over the world to visit our city and see what this community is about. So thank you for the team at the airport at CVG. It's going to be a very busy week for you. These flights coming in are going to be full, and we're excited to be good hosts. But to the locals and to the residents here, that job extends to you. You are a representation and an ambassador for Blink, but also for this region. And so make sure that you take the time to bring people into the fold, help each other out, share the magic with one another, because that's what really makes Blink special. And another group that's that helps make Blink special that I want to hand it off to is Destiny Thomas from Cincinnati. They are some of the unsung heroes that truly are working in the background to make sure that the culture of this event truly is the expectations that we have for it. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Andrew. Happy Blink. We're excited to be, it really is 2 years in the making, so it feels a little surreal to be standing here in front of Music Hall almost a year later and be ready to let the show start. My name's Destiny Thomas. As Andrew said, co-founder of Cincinnati.
Billy Thomas.
Blink is a part of our Cincinnati origin story. We're an organization that aims to create more welcoming platforms and opportunities for diverse creatives in our city. We do this by adding more culture, more joy, more creativity, more equity into our everyday lives. We are really proud to present a Blink that is by the artists. It is for the people. I'm really proud to be standing next to Holly, who has put so much work into making sure that we have an accessibility plan this year. And we're really, really proud, along with our fellow co-producers, so many collaborators. There's, truly hundreds and hundreds of people that are behind the scenes making small things happen. These flags, there's 10 girls that I saw sewing at Sew Valley, pulling together the stitching. It's just, there's so many people that make this all happen. So I just really want to say thank you to all of those folks, and some of the dreamers that are in this city for partnering with us, for sharing in our mission, and for making this Blink the most inclusive Blink to date.
Again, we're so honored to bring these incredible artists together. As part of this experience this year, be sure to applaud the artists, high five a volunteer and city worker, and be proud of yourself for showing up and shining your own light. Only in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky is an event like this possible, and it's thanks to the many collaborators and everyone who shows up, opens their hearts and their minds to make this event so successful. As you enter into Blink Weekend, I encourage you to leave room for magic and be open to seeing the city in a different light. We can't wait to share what we've collectively created for you. Thank you all again. Next up is our incredible partner, Marie from Ish.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here officially to bear the torch to, celebrate and let y'all know that Blink is this week, if you didn't hear. Marie Krulowich-Brown, I'm the founder, executive, and artistic director for Ish. Ish has been thrilled to be an official partner of Blink since 2022 when we presented the Blink Parade. I myself have been incredibly humbled to be involved with Blink since the beginning. So super stoked to be celebrating Blink 2024 this year. As Destiny and Billy said, one of the things we're most excited about at the parade is the way the community is showing up. And that means everyone. We have been so intentional. Again, huge kudos to Holly and the rest of the team for our focus on accessibility and inclusion. And what better way to do that than through the parade? It truly is the opening ceremony of the Blink weekend. Not only do we have school groups and marching bands and community performance groups, we also have 10 torchbearers who will bear torches just like this one, who have been acknowledged by our community, who we are choosing to shine a light on because of the work that they do to shine a light in their communities. So we love a parade. I was told that I needed to dress with a little flavor of the parade. May I inspire all of you to come on Thursday looking just as shiny, please and thank you. It's very easy. You need some hips and tips, like let me know, I'll help you out. But Blink truly is for everyone. We could say that really proudly this year. The parade is such a momentous way to kick off. We're super stoked about the new route along Mering Way on the riverfront. That means that both our folks on this side of the river and across the way will be able to celebrate and shine a light with us as we kick off this incredible event. So thank you so much. It is my pleasure to introduce Bernie McKay, who has been introduced before, but enough cannot be said about the Hale Foundation and their support.
I'm joking. Here you go. I am not to be trusted with a torch.
Yeah. I'm Bernie McKay, and I am so honored to be part of the Hale Foundation, and I'm humbled by everyone's positive comments about our support for Blink. I was not there at the beginning, although I'm happy to be part of a team to help grow and expand it. I do understand from the very beginning, the Hale Foundation challenged Blink on two ways: be big and be bold. And I think everyone can agree that they have knocked it out of the park. And so, this is the biggest arts light festival in the nation. And what feels like to me at times we live in a divided society, I think we should keep in mind in the coming days one thing that we have in common, our love for this great city. So as we keep in mind our commonality, let's think together as friends and comrades as we explore this great city in the next few days by working together what we can do in the future to grow and evolve. Because I think we just got great potential and it happens every couple of years. And so speaking of friends and comrades, we have plenty of them at ArtsWave, and one of them is after me, Ryan Strand, who's the Senior Director of Marketing and Communications. All right? Great.
Yes, hello everybody. As Bernie said, my name is Ryan Strand, and ArtsWave is the engine for the Cincinnati region's arts, and we have been for nearly a century. And there's something in our founding documents that strikes me as really important and apropos for what we're discussing here today, and that our mission from the beginning has been to support the region by utilizing the existing arts and arts yet to be imagined. And so each year that Blink happens, they've imagined new innovations that not only look amazing on a building, I'm sure they'll look amazing on Music Hall or in a park, but they bring people together in new and innovative ways through art. And I don't know if our founders could have imagined Blink specifically, but they would have recognized this as being a 100% extension of our mission. So we are so proud to be the illuminating sponsor of this year's event. And even beyond Blink, ArtsWave's stable support of Cincy's arts allows our organizations and artists to add to the vibrancy of our region. From kids' performances at community arts centers, all the way up to state-spanning festivals like Blink, our arts are enlivening our neighborhoods and making them better places to be and putting Cincinnati on the map with huge national exposure. So we're so excited about this weekend. If you're looking for exactly how to experience Blink, with behind-the-scenes videos, artist interviews, custom itineraries, and a lot more, you can download the new ArtsWave app and unlock the Blink Insider. It's the best way to plan your experience any night. So next up, I'm going to introduce another longtime partner of ours at ArtsWave, Julie Calvert from Visit Cincy.
Well, good morning, everybody. I think the biggest thing I can say about Blink is that this is a tourism, a dream tourism event for Cincinnati. And no other city in the nation can do what is about to happen here this weekend. And we are so thrilled on behalf of Visit Cincy to be a strong partner with Blink once again in this event this year. Some really special things are happening in Cincinnati in addition to the Light Festival and the Art Festival happening here. We are welcoming 6 meetings that all want to be here during this exciting event, including CodaWorks, which is here for their summit on the intersection of art, technology, and place, and Blink truly speaks to each of those innovative and innovative and meaningful ways. There are also 2 major American cities that are hosting leadership exchanges, bringing their mayors, their leaders, their arts and culture leaders, their business leaders, their tourism leaders to Cincinnati this weekend to learn how this magic happens and how they, if possible, can replicate that in their cities. It's a huge attraction for business leaders, artists, creatives, but also from visitors across the region and across the world. It's a great opportunity for our local residents to come downtown and experience their city in a way that perhaps they haven't before and inspire them to come back weekend after weekend and experience all the magic that happens here 365 days of the year. For our visitors that come in to experience Cincinnati and to be illuminated by the magic and by the power of tourism that happens in this region and inspire them to go back to their communities and invite their friends, their family, their colleagues back to Cincinnati to really experience something special. And we're proud to be a partner to make that happen. And of course, we can't overstate the economic impact these huge events help to create bigger and bolder tourism sectors for the region. In short, Blink shows us the possibilities of what we can do next and gives us so much momentum to build on moving forward. So thank you to the Chamber, to the City of Cincinnati, all these artists behind me, all of the partners to make this happen every 2 years for Cincinnati and build upon itself every 2 years. So thank you very much. Next, I'd like to introduce a very important partner of Visit Cincy and this region, Julie Kirkpatrick President and CEO of Meet NKY, which is the Convention and Visitors Bureau in Northern Kentucky.
Good morning. This must be Blink weather. Look how the sun came out. We are so excited at Meet NKY in Northern Kentucky to partner with the Cincinnati Chamber, AGAR, the Hale Foundation, and our good partners ArtsWave to bring Blink to a new spot on the map, Newport. This completes the circuit, but it really shows how we are connected in this region, how when we work together, big things happen in this region. As this event crosses bridges, it brings us closer together. I cannot wait until Thursday night to see the Supernova Laser Bridge pull both of our regions completely together. 3 cities, 2 states, 2 million visitors. This is going to be an epic event. As these events bring us together, it also reminds me to thank everyone that works so hard to pull this event off. Of course, these amazing artists, all of the musicians that will play amazing songs, the communities that will come together, and I specifically want to thank all of the public servants, police, fire, EMS, and of course Public Works in all of our cities that work with all of these partners to produce a world-class event. So excited, I'm looking forward to this weekend, and at this point I would like to introduce and bring up Mr. Phil Duncan from Procter & Gamble to say a couple words.
Hi and good morning. I'm Phil Duncan, and on behalf of the employees of Procter & Gamble, I just wanted to express our incredible pride in being able to help bring to life this community event that is unparalleled and unrivaled like no other. I would like to just take a small moment and say, Justin, we're incredibly lucky to have a man of your vision, commitment, dedication to bringing this to life. Thank you. I know it takes a village, but it also takes a leader. You know, while we are not necessarily as blinged out yet for the parade, the P&G design team is a proud participant in the parade. We're going to be bringing to life some of our iconic brands, Old Spice, Tide, Zevo, Oral-B, with lights and in a really terrific environment. And so we're really proud to play a role in helping to bring the parade, the kickoff event, to this incredible, iconic experience that takes place in our region over the course of the next 4 days. I'll keep my comments brief, but I'm sure the ArtsWave team would not mind if I reiterate one of the most amazing kind of recent technology advances that they have launched in their new ArtsWave app. It has a really terrific experience integrated for the Blink experience. So download it, get your plan ready, and enjoy the course of the next 4 or 5 days. It will be absolutely stupendous. So thank you. And now I'm going to hand it over to Tim from Fifth Third Bank.
Thank you, Phil. And you are way more shiny than I am.
Well, good morning, everybody. How are you? You know, we're here, man. Like the lights are about to go on, and as so many people have referenced, it takes an entire village. And I think about that village. I think about Bernie, and Brendan, and Josh, and Andrew, and Justin, and you know, and I'm just fired up about that. And I'm so envious of Justin. About 6 months ago, it was published. He got the title of International Creative Revolutionary. How great is that? Hell, I just want to be a local legend, and he's an international creative revolutionary. So we're here, and showtime's about ready to begin. And you know, at the bank, at Fifth Third Bank, we have our credo. There's four principles that we try to represent. It's that we are committed to excellence, we are connected, we are creative, and we act courageously. And I think Blink encapsulates all of that, right? And a lot of people don't think of bankers as creative, and we're trying to debunk that single-handedly, right? We're doing our part, in this collection of community represents that. And we couldn't be more proud to be one of the founding partners of that and representing those values since 1958 or 1858, that we have tried to leave our indelible signature on the community of Cincinnati, and we think we can do that by being stewards of our community and being stewards of the arts community in everything that we do. So we are proud to be here. Like I said, you don't often think of banks as creative. You think of us as, when you think of the arts, you think of us as patrons, but not participants. And this year, we're really fired up. On Fountain Square, on our own backyard, for the third time, we will have our own artists who are bank employees, not hired out, have created our own exhibit. And so we invite you to come here and enjoy all of this. And I love the words that Andrew left us with. And he said that, remember, part of our responsibility is to be hosts and represent us on an international spotlight. And I think that's just great. So I'll leave you with this reminder to just kick ass, be kind, and repeat it every day. Thank you all. So I want to bring up Heidi. Heidi from the Luther Foundation, my friend and a huge supporter of the arts and all that she's done. It's all yours, Heidi.
Okay. Wow, Tim is a tough act to follow every day. I do want to say that everything plays into the success of an event. And as I'm standing here in this amazing weather this morning, the next couple of days are going to be absolutely amazing. They're going to be amazing for this city, for all who have traveled here, and for everyone who lives here. As Tim mentioned, I'm here representing one of our private families, the Luther Foundation, who has been a firm supporter of the arts and educational opportunities. And I remember the conversations 8 years ago about talking about bringing this amazing event and this experience to everyone. And who knew we would be where we are today? And when Justin came on board, I remember having coffee at Coffee Emporium talking about this vision and the dream. And we live in an amazing city that is full of vision, that is full of dreamers. And when we think about the arts, we want them to be accessible to everyone. And that's what Blink is all about. And as so many have said, take this opportunity to just take a moment, not only to look at the art, but look around you. Talk to those who have come from far away or neighbors you had never met before. But that's what this weekend is about. It's about making moments, and those moments lead to other things. I was out west at Lake Tahoe for a family wedding a couple of weeks ago, and I met a couple from Texas. And when they found out that we were from Cincinnati, the first thing they said is, we cannot wait to go back to Cincinnati. We were both there on business trips, and the restaurants, the river, everything you have is what we love to see in a city. And you don't hear that every day. You don't hear that, or you do, you hear about bigger cities. But we are so fortunate to live where we live, and the Luther Foundation is so excited to be a partner in this and make sure that art is accessible to all, because art inspires us every day, no matter who you are, where you live, or how old you are. And again, we're just so excited to be a part of this, and everyone have an amazing weekend, because it is going to be like no other weekend here in Cincinnati. So thank you very much. I am going to introduce another partner, Sarah Weiss, who's the Chief Philanthropy Officer from the Greater Cincinnati Foundation, because as we said, it takes a village. Yes, we have a mayor, but it does take a village.
Thanks, Heidi and the Luther Foundation and all you and Fifth Third do for our community. I'm reflecting back on the very first Blink, when in another lifetime I was hosting visitors for a conference, international visitors, and they had no idea what to expect. They had never heard of Cincinnati. And they all went back to their home places and said, Cincinnati, that's the city you have to come to if you're coming to the U.S. And so I just am so excited 8 years later to be here with you representing the Greater Cincinnati Foundation and its fund holders who love Blink. We believe that generosity builds a stronger community. And last year, the Greater Cincinnati Foundation and its fund holders invested $12 million into arts and culture. And we can't think of a better community event to really showcase the arts and culture muscle we have in this community than Blink, the artists we have here, the musicians. And at GCF, equity is embedded into everything we do. So it makes perfect sense to support a free event that brings people together from all around our community, from all walks of life. And this year, as we all walk through Blink, I encourage each of you to experience the profound power that art has to connect people to one another and to build community. We are so grateful to be a sponsor this year and in partnership with so many people to bring this to life. And now it is my pleasure to introduce a friend, a Landis pal of the incredible organization Black Art Speaks.
Good morning. Black Art Speaks is a nonprofit formed in 2020 and was created to uplift Black culture, advocate for social justice, and amplify the voices of Black artists through every form of artistic expression. This year, we are thrilled to use our platform to contribute to the Blink celebration. First, in partnership with Cincinnati, Black Art Speaks will premiere a short film directed by Asa Featherstone, celebrating the beauty of 4 Black communities: Lincoln Heights, Roseline, Avondale, and Forest Park. The film is titled We Love Us and will be screened at Yard & Company following a theme of backyard neighbors. Additionally, we are excited to be totally redesigning the Black Lives Matter mural, which highlights 17 Black art leaders alongside more than 100 artists coming together to tell a collective story of unity and of our shared aspirations of family, peace, and equality. We hope you'll join us for the unveiling of the new mural on Saturday, the 19th. The pre-party kicks off at 6 p.m. with the unveiling at 7 p.m. And before I close, Black Art Speaks is made up of 120 artists. I am not an artist, but I am in awe of every one of them. And on their behalf, I just want to give a major shout out first to Justin of the Chamber, who just embraced us when we gave a call to say we want to be a part of something. To the city of Cincinnati, we appreciate you. Cincy Nice, I love you for allowing us to just tell our story in film. Yard & Company, where we'll be actually showing the film, and to all the communities that continue to welcome us, and also all the sponsors. Thank you so much, so much. And with that, I'll ask for Lane Dang to come up. Did I say it wrong?
Lum.
Okay. I'm sorry, Lum.
Good. Can you translate in Vietnamese?
I
No?
know Japanese sign
Oh,
language.
I'll go with English today.
Okay,
How about
thanks.
that? All right. My name is Lum. I'm part of the Asianati team. Our goal in Cincinnati is to uplift the Asian community, and we do that through programming and content all year, things like Asian Food Fest. So I'd like to welcome everybody down to the Asianati Night Market happening on Court Street every day of Blink from 5 to 11 p.m. Nothing better to how to feel up for the Blink experience than heading out to Asianati Night Market to start your day, or re-energize with some Asian food in the middle to go out and experience some more. So when Blink came about, we wanted to build something that represented the AAPI community. And when you think about immersive experiences, lights, smells, and sounds, you think of nothing more than traditional night markets found throughout Asia, and we wanted to bring that to Cincinnati. We will have 14 food vendors selling the most amazing Asian street food. We'll also have family-friendly activities as well, such as glow-in-the-dark Duck Duck Scoop and traditional Japanese games and traditional Korean games as well. We'll also have Asian American celebrities such as 2-time James Beard Award winner Christina Cho stopping by to do a meet and greet. You also have me, the biggest Asian celebrity here in Cincinnati. I'll be doing an autograph station after this, so just meet me at my merch table in the back. Sorry about that. All right, nothing better than this experience. Ingrain yourself in the sights, smells, and sounds of traditional Asian night markets, and go to the Asianati Night Market. We're inviting everybody down. You'll have a great time. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, all the P&G brands, Sanzo, Fifth Third, This cannot be done without you. We like to thank the chamber, everybody but Justin, because he has enough kudos for today. Yeah, travel all of Asia in just one night. Come down to the Asian 99 Market. Thank you. I'd like to invite Kelly Lanzer from Philly Market.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me here today. Findlay Market is Ohio's continuously operated market in Ohio. We've been around since 1852, but we can promise you that though we are very old, you can still find something new, especially this week. We are proud to once again be a cornerstone for Blink, with more than a dozen new murals around historic Findlay Market and tons of activations throughout the Market District. Along with the beautiful art, to no one's surprise, we will be filled to the brim with tons of food and drink throughout the weekend, all day and all night. We are hosting tasting tours, a silent disco, many bars throughout the evening, and we will have a bustling outdoor market each night with dozens of merchants and storefronts set up throughout the market, ready for all visitors coming north of Liberty. We invite you all to visit the Findlay Market Zone to experience a true feast for the senses during Blink. And now I would like to introduce Justin from Newport on the Levee.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Justin, of course, from Newport on the Levee, your experience maker here. First and foremost, just really excited. This is the first year that Blink, of course, will be extended out to Newport. Not only Newport on the Levee, Ovation, as well as just starting out on the Purple People Bridge, just extending further throughout that whole riverfront there. So thank you so much, Justin, for the opportunity. We're really excited. At Newport on the Levee, we will have a lot of different activations, really focusing on the families, as well as having DJs, live music. Again, we're experience makers, so come out and have fun with us. Exciting activities going on along the riverfront there. Next, I'm gonna bring up Mr. Bruce Mason. Brad Mason, excuse me. Sorry about that, buddy.
Oh, you're good. Hi, I'm Brad Mason, Director of Communications with Metro, and we say this every Blink. Don't blink and drive. So to support that effort, Metro, Tank, and this year the Butler County Regional Transit Authority and Blink are offering fare-free rides each night of the event. For Metro, we go fare-free starting at 6 p.m. and that ends at 12:30 a.m. Each agency is also offering convenient park and ride locations with direct service to the Riverfront Transit Center, which is right next to the Blink Bank Zone, so you can relax, get on the bus, and have a good time as you're making your way down to the event. The two Metro park and rides will be at Cincinnati State and Crossroads Oakley, and that starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 12 a.m. each night, and those will also be fare-free. With Metro's expanded service and frequency, it's never been easier to get to Blink, and we're so excited to support an event that means so much for our region and showcases the best we have to offer, and one of those offerings is a growing and thriving public transportation system. With that, I'm going to throw it back to my good friend Justin Brookhart.
All right, I'm going to invite the Blink partners up to join me, and we're going to answer just a few questions, if you guys don't mind joining me. While we're doing that, I just want to thank the media here. You guys are doing an incredible job of telling the stories behind Blink this year. Like, seriously, the coverage about the event this year has been amazing. You're telling the stories about these artists, the work that they're creating, and I just want to thank you guys for all the work that you're doing. And now we're here to answer some questions, so happy to take those now. How are we feeling, collective unit? No, you're absolutely right. There's still a ton of work to be done. You know, we'll be working right up until 7 o'clock on Thursday to make everything happen, but we're in really good shape right now. Sites are being loaded in. We've been testing a lot of our projection installations. Light-based artists have been, doing their thing. Mural artists have been here for about a week's time, painting some of the murals around the Findlay Market District. So still lots to do, hurdles to clear, problems to solve for, but we're feeling really great to make everything happen here. Yeah, thank you for the question. Public safety is our number one job as event organizers. We want people to come out and have a great experience and enjoy themselves and see a ton of art, but we want everyone to get home safely at the end of the night. So we do a ton of collaboration and coordination with those public safety officials across our 3 cities, and I just can't thank them enough for not only doing their jobs, but joining in the celebration. I remember one of my favorite experiences in Blink in 2022 was there was a police officer that was helping people across the street, but he was also pointing them to where the next installation was and saying, oh, you got to get up there and check out Memorial Hall. It looks really cool. And I just love that our public safety officials join in the collaboration to do their jobs, to be behind the scenes keeping folks safe, but they also, I think, love the spirit of the event.
Someone pointed out to me, everything's so illuminated that that's like an extra layer of security in a sense for people who might be a little bit concerned. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think we bring the city of life with lighted art, and so there's plenty to see and do, and you're in good company because you're joining friends, neighbors, and strangers as you're walking around the event. So we're hoping that this continues to be an event that's safe throughout the weekend, and we're doing all we can to make sure folks have a great time. Other questions?
One more. The Arts Wave app, I'm not familiar with that necessarily. You can probably put it on my phone, head down this weekend. What should people, like I've heard, plan your route, know the zone.
Yeah.
Do one a night if you can, or if you're able to do all 4. Just in general, give that spiel about a newcomer. How should they plan this?
Yeah, when thinking about planning your night, there's a lot of great options to choose from. You mentioned the ArtsWave Insider app that has a really great guide. It has behind-the-scenes videos, has information about each installation. So if you're interested in learning more behind the art, if you're interested in getting tips about where you go, food experiences, where to park, things like that, I recommend the ArtsWave Insider app. But my biggest recommendation to people is pick a dot on the map and start your night. So find an installation that you're interested in. Come check out Music Hall here at Washington Park. Nearby, you'll see incredible installations for the team at Kempersoft Studios. You can make your way down to the Asianati Night Market, but really just pick a dot on the map, get off at the Riverfront Transit Center, check out the banks, check out the drone show. We find that once folks are walking around, there's sort of a forward momentum of Blink. People kind of come and move in crowds, and so just discover it at your own leisure. But in each of those zones, we do have suggested routes that are about 1.5 mile long walking trails, and you can hop on at any point in that trail, and you'll see a number of installations around there. From an experience standpoint, I recommend folks do 1 to 2 trails a night, depending on how much you're wanting to see and do. But there's plenty to do. Don't feel like you have to see it all, and please enjoy yourselves when you're out there in front of the art. Yeah, so the Center for Research and Data at the Cincinnati Regional Chamber did an economic impact study in 2022 and showed about $126 million economic impact. We'll do a same study this year. We do that through survey data. We do that through talking to our friends at the Visitors Bureau, CVG Airport, businesses. We collect a lot of information that informs that economic impact study. That'll probably come out the early part of 2025. But what we see and what we hear anecdotally is, businesses are doing really well, right? The hotels are full, bars and restaurants have great bookings, and, retail spaces are doing well. And, what we love so much about this event is it invites people to come in and enjoy the city, and we enjoy it because of our great food, our sports teams, but we get to enjoy it because of incredible public art this weekend. So we're hoping to have an incredible sizable impact again this year.
Justin, real quick, I've been in Cincinnati for more than a minute. I know many people here have too. Some would say this is like the Queen City punching above its weight. But I was talking to an artist, a couple from Netherlands, the Netherlands, if that's great. And it's interesting to me to think that I said, are these events happening in Berlin? Are they happening in major cities around the world? And they might be, but how on earth are we like the biggest in the country? What has happened here?
It's a great question. Why Cincinnati is a question I get sometimes. Why is the nation's largest public art event here? I think there's a lot of reasons. I think a ton of it is because of the world-class creative talent that we have right here in this region. We're blessed with so many incredible creatives. We're blessed with great arts institutions here. We're blessed with things like the Art Academy of Cincinnati. We're blessed with things like the DAP program up at UC. Just there's so many great creative professionals that live and work in this area. Also, our incredible philanthropic and corporate and government support. Right, this is no small feat to put on. From the financial realities of it, require a sizable investment, and people believe in that investment here. And you heard some of that today. I also think this is a city that loves celebrating things that are its own. I'm not from Cincinnati. I'm from Texas. But as soon as I came here, the thing that I learned and experienced is that Cincinnati loves throwing a party. They love having a celebration. Like I was 2 weeks into my time here in Cincinnati, and the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, and then I got to experience my first Bach Fest, and I was like, wow, you guys will celebrate big things and also just goats and beer. That's great. So I think people love to come together in the city, and I think what helps make Blink feel different is just the fact that so many people come out and support this work, right? These artists work so hard on it. The fact that the streets are lined with folks that get to experience and engage the artwork is really what makes it special.
Last one a light spectacle, but
Yeah.
will people experience stages and musical acts and the like?
Yeah, great question around the kind of music and audio experiences, behind Blink. We've always been quietly, a music festival on top of being a lighted art festival. And so you'll see kind of throughout, various different areas of Blink, down at the banks, up at Finley Market, over in Covington, you'll see dedicated, stages and areas that musicians are performing throughout the weekend. But you also see music and audio integrated throughout all the different artwork and experiences as well, too. Every single one of our projection mapping experiences this year, including Cincinnati's Music Hall, will have an audio component to it. So those artists create original scores and they create soundtracks that kind of go alongside that artwork. Most of the light-based installations are the exact same way and feature audio in some way. We're also excited this year to have more roaming musicians that are kind of filling in the street, keeping that energy up, and again, they just help join the collaboration and keep the energy going and keep things feeling fun. Can you raise your hand if you're a local artist? Woo! Give it up. Can you raise your hand if you're an artist visiting us? Folks, yeah? A few of those. That would be my answer. Broadly, specifically from a number standpoint, about 40% of our artists this year are from the Cincinnati greater region. The rest of those are national, international artists. And so, we're thrilled the fact that those folks also collaborate with one another and they meet each other here during Blink and they carry on those collaborations after the event. I reflect back to an artist meeting that happened in 2022 between Michael Capage, a local visual artist, and Wendy Yu, a projection mapping artist from Sydney, Australia. Those two folks had never met before, but they both had projects at Blink, and they have since gone on to collaborated. They have an installation over at the Art Academy as a part of Photo Focus this year. And so I love that artists come here and they meet and they become lifelong collaborators. It's very cool. Other questions? Well, we want to thank you all for coming out today, and we can't wait to see you guys in the streets of Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky here in just a couple days. Thank you all so much.
Oh, no, seriously, it would make me laugh. Thank you. Yeah, okay, yeah, thanks. Simon, thank you. Thank you.